Broadcasting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, you're listening to the Low Blow MMA Boxing Podcast.
Jorge Hernandez with the Low Blow and Southwest Fight News here in Ruidoso, New Mexico, with Austin Trout.
One and only, baby.
How often do you come up here?
This is our second time bringing camp up here. The first time was when I was fighting for the title against Rigoberto Alvarez. That was like February of 2011. So this is our second time that we've had a camp here. Last time we were only here for a week and a half, but this time we're here for 3.5 weeks.
So for Rigo, was it because I remember there was a lot of change in venue, so is it because you didn't know if you were going to fight up high in elevation? Or
they told us a week and a half before that it was going to be at about 6,000 feet. So then we came over here real quick, tried to get as much red blood cells as we could. But this time we had a lot of time to tactically prepare and figure out what we want to do. And it's at sea level, but being at 4,000 feet in cruises, we wanted to just get as much red blood cells and get as much wind as we could coming up here.
Now it's December 1st. It's only less than 3 weeks away.
It's exactly
3 weeks away.
Today. I'm counting, baby.
So, what kind? You look great. You look in shape already. Is this just driving you extra hard, or what do you add special to this training camp just because of the fact you're going up in there against a future Hall of Famer?
The legacy that he has and the legacy that I want to take or obtain is basically the drive. We've had a lot of time to prepare, so I want to make sure I'm not overtraining. My weight's good. I'm feeling in good shape. This is my time, and I got to make sure that I've done everything I possibly could to make sure I come out victorious. If the better man wins and I'm not the one that ends up being victorious, I don't want no excuses. Saying I coulda, woulda, shoulda. So we're just gonna make sure that we're at our best ability come December 1st.
Now the fight's going down on Showtime. Recently for the October 20th that you did the Showtime card. Peter Quillen was on that. Paul Malignaggi. It was a loaded card with Danny Garcia also, and you just did some commentating, so you got a little bit of exposure there. So, one, have you received a lot more love since then? And also, how was that to, commentate what's probably been the best card of the year so far in boxing?
Yeah, I agree. To be able to be a part of that and to be the first fights in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center, it was pretty crazy. Mike Tyson was in the building, Zab Judah was there, and for me to get to commentate, that was definitely a blessing. It was a great experience. I've got a lot of good positive feedback. I told him, I said, bring me back. It'll be better next time, I promise. It was my first time, so I think it wasn't too shabby. Yeah. But I would love to sit back, talk boxing, and what a job.
Yeah. Also, recently we've had the passing of a legend, and I want to talk to you about this. Emmanuel Stewart recently passed away, so can you tell us, what he meant to the sport and how you feel about him?
Well, he was one of those great mentors of the game. He's had a lot of kids that's come up and turned into legends. The Kronk Gym is a legendary gym, and for him to go, we have a guy from the Kronk here with us. I know he was deeply hurt. He said that was like my dad, father figure. So, rest in peace, Emmanuel, and to all his friends and family. I send out my blessings and condolences.
And also, you speak of mentors. You have a pretty damn good one yourself here with Louis Burke, who's a legend in New Mexico boxing. He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame here in New Mexico. Tell us what you think about that.
Well, it's only right that he gets put in there. There's only a few, greats that come out of New Mexico, and he's one of them. And I'm trying to follow in those footsteps and then exceed where he, left off.
Yeah. And now the training that he's got going from you. You have Danielle Livingston, you have Abihan, Siju Shabazz, and who else do you have here?
Leonardo Tiger.
Okay, and how does each guy, is it emulate Cotto, or what kind of work does each guy actually give you?
We got Leonardo, who he's a banger. He comes in, he throws a lot of punches inside, just like Cotto, used to be. We got Danielle, who was more of a boxer, kind of the new Cotto is. So we kind of got the old and the new. And then Abihan, you just got to be on your A game with him, regardless of what he brings. He's always making me better and sharper. And Siju Shabazz is the same thing. They're not quite Cotto's stature and height, but they make me work. So we have the two guys that are in there to emulate, and they do a good job at emulating what Cotto's going to do.
Well, less than 3 weeks away. Go ahead and give the people your best pitch, man.
Oh, December 1st. I hope you're ready to watch the torch being passed. out with the old and with the new. Austin Trout is ready to stake his claim as a legend in the game. And first things first, he's got to take out a fellow legend with Miguel Cotto.